Welcome back. We're in the garage, moving things around. You know, we just got back from the Nebraska City Car Show yesterday, so we just, we had some cars out. Thought we'd do a little rearranging because the next car show coming up is Cruising the Coast. A couple weeks. We want to take this old girl. She hasn't got a lot of attention lately because the last time we took it was back to the 50s last year, 2024. We blew the head gasket. Blah, 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 blah. So you got some episodes, if you want to get caught up on this project. Anyways, we're dragging her out today. We're going to take her to Cruising the Coast. If you guys are going, check us out there. Got to do a head gasket, kind of do a little once over on it. If I remember right, the drive shaft was just all up in our business. We got to figure out that. It hasn't been started in a very long time. Just locked the battery in it. So let's see if she starts up. Get her over to the other shop so we can get a head gasket in it. Get ready for Cruising the Coast. Let's go. Me too. Let's go. Get in. Will it run, buddy? Question, is it going to start? Woo! You got cranked? Are we getting fuel? Good question. She's been sitting for a hot minute. Don't want to bang that into the hoist at all. Has the guy got a fuel filter that he can see? Of course not. No. And I don't smell no fuel. Wonder if we got any carb cleaner or anything around here. Give her a little snort. I think that's what we're gonna have to do. You got the hood? Give her a little snort of the sauce. She'll probably be happy with that. Oh yeah, I don't smell nothing. Dry as a bone.
That's right, Andrew.
Yeah, have you got any sauce in here? We got some sauce. She likes a good drink.
White drinker. Dad, why do you like that?
More sauce. Might have to milk her for a minute. Might have to have you run the sauce here. Just ain't liking it. All right, finally got her running. So, get her out. Yeah, the day, it's gone. Yeah, we got the car out and I decided, before we start another project, I better clean this mess up. We've been hard at it on Dirt Digger and, you know, whatever. All the projects, we made this place a mess. It was nice to finally get her cleaned up. Even got this greasy mess over here with that bike leak oil. And they're all cleaned up. Still gotta put some tools away, but anyhow, I'm gonna set you guys up. We're gonna get that baby wheeled in here. It started fresh in the morning. She's in. She didn't want to start. I don't know. Hopefully that's a head gasket issue. Hopefully our carburetor's still good. Who knows? We'll dive into her tomorrow. It's almost 9 o'clock. See you then. Good morning. Of course, I've wasted a few days. It's Monday now. Lots of other stuff going on, you know what I mean? So we're in here messing around. Just kind of getting a feel for where we were at. Found this cool air cleaner that we were making for it. I don't think we finished that. I don't even know if we got that on film. I don't remember it, to be honest, but I found it and it worked, you know, whatever. Anyways, just getting my marbles back where we're at, kind of getting started on this thing. Got the plug wires off. It's a little head though, huh? Just a little guy. Little 170 though. Hopefully the head is not cracked. I'm really hoping we get it pulled off and we visibly see a head gasket issue. If I remember right, it's not going in the oil. It does drink the old oil. I do remember that. I remember it likes oil. I do remember it visibly leaking out the side of the block. You guys will have to go check all this out. Took this back to the 50s last year, 2024. So anyways, drove her there, drove her back. I would like to drive to this Cruising the Coast, you know, but it's like 2 days for us. 2 kids, a 3-year-old, a 1-year-old, and a dog. Remember, no, we're hoping not to drive this all the way down there. It's kind of a small car, so I think the worst of this is going to be pulling the exhaust, you know, a header, whatever, and then getting the carb off, get the valve cover off, whatever. Should go pretty fast, I would think. But of course, today, speaking of going down there, our tow pig's dying on us. It's just she's slowly taking the downhill slide. And I know cars, and I don't want to ride that slide, you know what I mean? So we're dumping it down in Kansas City, hopefully. We've got her sold. And then we'll go to Omaha tomorrow, hopefully, and buy another tow pig. So, and hopefully it's not a lemon, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like, ugh, this week's getting burned up a little bit. We got to leave. I don't know if I said this. We got to leave like Friday, hopefully. Couple day drive. Anyways, we don't want this thing overheating, so we got to get it on that first. Let's go. All right, finally got the exhaust off. Yeah, that gasket was blown. I knew that, it was sounding terrible. Got the carb off, got the valve cover ready to come off. Wanted to give you guys the reveal. Boy, that looks pretty good in there, actually. Man, oh man, look at that. Looks spotless. Even in here looks great. That's, I expected it to be kind of grimy, you know what I mean? As much oil as she drinks. Wonder if they did rebuild it and they just didn't get one of the rings in quite right, you know what I mean? Anyhow, we're gonna keep tearing into her. Keep tearing her down. We're not far. A few head bolts and ground strap. We'll be off. All right, moment of truth. Got them all out. Let's see if the head pulls off there. You know what I mean? Luckily this one's just got the full push rod bar or whatever you want to call that, to just kind of, so a guy don't have to mess around with readjusting all that, which is super, super nice. I'm not 100% sure if these push rods even need to come out. I kind of feel like they're attached in there. Oh, no, no. No, they're not. It's just oil. Okay, I don't know if these are the same length either. They look like it, but I'm going to get a box and put them in order. I got a box here. We're just going to stab them in order. Come on. As they come out, that way there's no question, you know what I mean? And then we're gonna get the final reveal pulling that head off. So give me just a minute. We're gonna stab these off. We're gonna pull that head and see what she looks like. All right, got them. Let's see. I seen coolant already bleeding out, so I know she's somewhat free. Let's see if she's gonna lift off there. I'm sure it's gonna be heavy. Oh yeah, she's gonna lift. Oh yeah, it's heavy too. Oh yeah, it's all there. Little, but it packs a punch. Holy smokes. Oh my gosh. Hell, let's look at her. Gasket come off with the head. Boy, that don't look very good right there. Kind of burnt. I don't see that right there. Does that look? No. I don't see nothing on the block itself. Boy, it looks pretty good, huh? I mean, her block? Heck, there's no groove at all. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look like it's been honed. Maybe that's our oil issue. It definitely doesn't look like it's got very good cross scratching in it, but anyhow, let's look at our head. Got our gasket off here. Man, I'm really not seeing anything, which I don't love. Really wanted to see something just like blam in my face. This thing looks new too. But they didn't copper coat it. I'm a big old copper coat fan. Man, and that one there just looks kind of crusty. Man, oh man, that's just not what I wanted to see. That one looks maybe a little burnt right there to that. I wanted to see something more evident. That's what I'm saying. It's not good because our head could be a little warped. We're going to have to get a straight edge across that. For right now, I got to put the brakes on it. We got to go sell the tow pig, hopefully. But we got her off. See you in a minute. Good morning. Wednesday, October 1st. You know, been messing around the last couple days. I guess we got a tow pig. You know, little 08 Suburban, rust free, which is awesome for around here. It wasn't, you know, 2-wheel drive, so I don't know where it come from, but it wasn't around here originally, I would imagine. You know, basically traded the old mega cab straight across for it. 3rd row leather, you know, whatever. I know that's not what we're here for, but I'm excited. Got rid of that rusty old mega cab. I mean, we did go from a Cummins to a 6.0, but that mega cab was so rusty. I don't have to do nothing to this, but throw some cool decals on it and we're going. Anyhow, and some wheels. We're gonna wheel her up. Back to the business here. Anyways, we got the head off. I've just been looking and looking at this thing because, like, we were leaking coolant visibly. I remember that. And we were drinking oil. I don't see much for like cross hatching in those cylinders. They feel good though. I mean, like, there's no ridge. I would be a firm believer in this thing's been rebuilt. The way things are looking, just looks like, I don't know if the rings maybe didn't get put together quite right, or if they're just, it just isn't honed right. I don't know. We're drinking some oil, who knows? We're not gonna worry about that right now. I don't think it's a good idea to probably hone those with it together. I've done that with some old junky engines, you know, that were rusted up, but this one looks pretty good. Probably shouldn't throw all that hone material through a pretty good engine, probably. I don't know. Anyways, I remember it leaking back in here. But if you kind of look, that back jacket hole is full of coolant, which, you know, that's normal. But I'm guessing that's probably where it was kind of pushing out. It looks like, you know, like the grease on the edge of the block, like right here, looks like that could have been kind of wet. Looks like it could have been kind of wet here, but that hole looks dry as a bone. It's rusty, so I can't imagine that there was coolant pushing up out of there, because you'd think the hole would be kind of clean. But I don't know, man. And then you look at the head, and the head, it was sealing good. I mean, you can see around all the cylinder holes, that thing was sealing up nice. But again, back here where the coolant is, it's kind of a mess, you know. I mean, does that look like it was kind of leaking, you know? I mean, that all through here, it kind of looks like maybe those water jackets, like they're right there on the edge. I don't know. Head gasket looks perfect. It's a Felpro gasket. That's what we got. It's Felpro gaskets. And carrying that light around with me. What the heck did I do with the head gasket? Oh, it's up here. Anyways, it looks the exact same. I mean, it's like, that one's like brand new. So I don't know, pretty convinced someone's been in it. I'm gonna copper coat that, because I always do. I've got a block there that looks pretty straight, or a bar, you know. I'm gonna wrap some sandpaper around that and try to block that baby and see how it looks. We might do the block the same, just to kind of, you know, redneck true her up. I don't know, it makes me nervous. I was really hoping to see like an old junky head gasket, and it just blown out. That's what I'm probably getting lengthy this morning, but I was really hoping to find just like an old junky head gasket. I'm gonna guess that this engine's been rebuilt a long time ago. Hopefully it just sat, maybe the gasket didn't quite seal right. I don't know. Anyhow, we're gonna keep rolling, you know what I mean? Is that a freaking freeze plug? Oh man, is that our leak right there? Was it a freaking freeze plug the whole time? Boy, that looks awful leaky, doesn't it? That looks very leaky. I And we're finding that live here, guys. That's definitely no good. I'm gonna get a screwdriver and we're gonna pick at that a little bit. Was that our leak the whole freaking time, guys? Oh no. That's good on the old valves. Anyways. Oh no, that looks terrible. I don't see any rustles. That thing is so crusty rusty, like it's been getting wet. You know? It's kind of got the paint stuff clear. I don't know. I don't like the looks of that. Tell you that. I think we were leaking back here though, so I don't know. Man, is that a problem? Well, I'm gonna do a little more cleaning, checking her out. We'll check that out real good. I don't know. We're gonna get her going. I gotta quit yakking. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set you guys up. Let's get rolling. All right, got her cleaned, block, head. Got my redneck block out. I'm gonna start hitting the head, but I thought better do that valve cover. You know what I mean? Get it drying before, you know, I'm ready for it. So I got the Falcon base coat for when we painted it the first time. It's like Nissan olive green, you know. I'm gonna base that little valve cover out. I got her in here, got her set up, ready to go. So throw a little base, a little flake, and boom, bang, I'll get that thing drying. That way to be done for after lunch. Alright, so got the valve cover done. Back to, you know, little redneck machining. So I got that piece of tubing, piece of 120 grit. Just gonna kind of block sand the head, the block itself, and you know, you'd be surprised how much you get out of that. It's gonna be what it be. Then we're gonna copper coat up the old gasket, slap her back together. All right, I got the block and the head kind of, you know, machined, sanded down, cleaned up. Looks pretty good to me. I'm not gonna complain. Not bad, not bad. I don't see any cracks or nothing like that. I got our gasket coated up. So I'm gonna set her down, and I got Kayla's help, so we're gonna slap her down on there real quick. And we're back, torquing. Just went ahead and did my first initial, you know, snug her down, hit her at like 55 or so, and now we're running her up to 75. Give her a little upgrade, you know. Just kind of working center out. Get her torqued, kind of work on the exhaust next, because that's kind of the next bear. Hopefully get her slipped back together tonight. See you guys in a few. Alright, got the exhaust on, buttoned up, head's torqued. I think I'm ready to start messing with the push rods. I've got them kind of set up front to rear on the box. I'm going to just kind of give them the old brake cleaner, you know. Rinse them off a little bit. Stab this baby back together. Nothing fancy. Luckily we don't have to adjust nothing with this bad boy. Just bolt her back tight. Call her a day. Got the old valve cover outside still kind of drying up, so I'm going to keep cleaning this stuff up, throw her in, keep plugging away. Man, oh man, doesn't that look so much better? I like that green in there. A lot better than that orange. I mean, eventually I'd like to, you know, clean this up a little bit more. I don't know. I like to do more under here, but at least for now we had it apart. Looks great. Draining the oil. I think that's going to be it for tonight. I think I'm just going to let it drain overnight. Everything else is hooked up. Throttle, carb, head's all bolted back down, torqued. Everything's hooked back up coolant wise, so I don't see any reason why it shouldn't just fire right up. We didn't mess with the timing, nothing mechanically. I mean, we just unbolted, rebolted, so hopefully that fixes our problems. I'll let that copper coat dry overnight and that thread sealant. That's kind of what I'm thinking before we get coolant in there. So anyhow, see you in the morning. Good morning. Thursday. Yeah, got her back down, put some oil in it this morning, I guess. Ready to probably put some fluids in it, pop her off, huh? Should fire right up, I would think. So I guess I'll probably set you guys up and throw a little coolant in it, see if she'll fire up, you know what I mean? See what happens. Well, I guess our battery needs a little help. We're still not getting fuel. I can't remember if the gas gauge works in this car. It says empty, tank sounds empty, so I'm gonna go see if I got a couple gallons of gas. And apparently our battery is just garbage, so it's charging. I'll be back in a minute. All right, got a couple gallon in the tank. Dripped a little in the carburetor. I'm sure it's gonna take a minute to get it from the tank, so. Well, I had 2 and 3 spark plug wire backwards also, so that didn't help on the starting issue, but definitely in a gas. So still trying to pump that up from the tank, and we'll be in business, I think. Not yet. Go, she sounds good. Took a minute to get that fuel up there. Must have been why I had so many troubles of initially getting it out. Oh man, and look at that, we're just dumping fuel out. I have to shut her off. Look at that though. Fuel filter or fuel pump's leaking. Might be why we're having trouble getting fuel up there. Oh man, it's just pouring out too. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get me one of those. Well, I think she was leaking out of the weep holes there. And of course, can't have one till tomorrow. I ordered 2, you know, because we haven't had very good luck with fuel pumps. And still can't have 2 tomorrow. I can only have 1. Next one will be Saturday, which we're going to be hopefully long gone by then. So, yeah, hopefully the one tomorrow works. Otherwise, we'll probably rob an electric fuel pump off one of the other cars and just, you know, that'll kind of get us going. I don't really want to do that, so hopefully that's not the option we have to go with. But it did start and run good, so yeah, hopefully, I mean, it should be good. You know, I mean, we just really just swapped gaskets, so it shouldn't be any trouble. Anyhow, moving on to the rear, we kind of got to get this done too, because if we get a loaded car, the drive shaft and floorboard make lots of contact. So we kind of got to refigure out this, and it's low. It's as low as it can go. I'd like to just, you know, really slam her, but we'd really have to get into lots and lots of surgery. I don't think we want to do that right now. So we're gonna do some air shocks. Got these on eBay. They should really shorten her up, hopefully, especially when we're sitting. Hopefully we can just drop her down, slam it, and that should look pretty sweet. And then when we're driving, we can air her up, and you know, who cares how tall it is? We just want it to be, you know, not rubbing everything and comfortable when we're driving, and then we can slam her down in the weeds when it's appropriate. Anyways, got our line, little switch, dump switch, whatever, gauge, and then we got our compressor tank. Definitely not big enough. I got another couple tanks, whatever I was gonna throw in the trunk. I don't think I'm gonna do that for right now. I think we're just gonna, you know, roll with this real quick, because I wanted to paint up that compressor, and I wanted to do more, but for right now I just want to, you know, get it going. So we're gonna work around the spiders that have taken over this poor old car, because she has just been sitting too long. Such a nice car though. I kind of forgot how nice this old rig is. You know, she's far from perfect, but pretty nice old rig. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and start peeling stuff off the old rear here and get those shocks on. I think we'll be able to run the air line, you know, kind of right up with this line, and I don't think it'll be too bad. So set you guys up, get rolling. Pretty well got the air ride plumbed, wired. Most of the footage is just my rear end. You guys just don't want to look at that, you know what I mean? So I whatever, you know, we're just getting her done. Turned out pretty good though. Overall, got the tank compressor mounted, super solid. Whatever, I don't think it looks too bad, you know. Original mat in there. Left that plenty of long. Got the wiring in the back side. You know, I'd like to paint that up, whatever. Yeah, good enough for now. We got room over there if we want to put another tank, is kind of what I'm thinking. And we still got room to use the trunk. So that works out. I got her pretty well aired up all the way right now. Let's see. Under here's looking good. Look on the front side there, those shocks kind of close to the rear end. Now we're looking good. Happy with everything there. Looks nice. Good, good, good. Anyways, we got a decent amount of up right there. Let me measure where we're at. We're all the way up right now. We're at 11.5. And we got our switch. I'll show you that here in a minute. But we're at 100 psi. Let's drop her down. Oh yeah, air ride on a budget, and that is so cool. Tell me that's not cooler. Okay, rolling to a car show, sack her out. Where are we at? 9 1/4. So we went down 2 1/4 inches. You know, I'm happy with that. You know, I'd like it to just sit like that all the time, but we can't drive it like that. So at least now, and the compressor hasn't kicked on yet. I got her switch in there. Bam. You'll hear that compressor kick on here in a minute, I would think. There it is. We're at 80. I think that's about where Just kind of caps out for a minute. The compressor kicks off at 120. You can get about 100 in the bags or in the shocks, whatever. Once the compressor is completely up, but we're like 85, 90 right there. And you know, we could easily leave a show or whatever, mess around, and you know, we're not dragging anything is what I'm saying. We got enough air to kind of get us going. And honestly, I feel like we could kind of even mess around a little bit. The compressor keeps up fairly well, you know. So, you know, we could mess around a little bit. Still have a little bit of compressor. See, she's going right back up. It's keeping up pretty good, honestly. I don't know if we'd need that other air tank unless we really wanted to mess around, and it's not like quick full airbags. So it's not like we're, you know, hopping it or anything like that, or, you know, really even going up and down fast. These go a lot slower than bags, but anyways, I'm really happy with it. Turned out good. The switch in there looks good. You know, it's kind of out of the way down there. Like I say, get her all, oh yeah, get all the air in there. Yeah, now we're up to, I think that's the highest I've had it. We're almost 110. So really, if you just kind of held it with the compressor, I'm sure you could get quite a bit more in there, but honestly, that's like, that's higher than I think stock, you know, that's plenty high. We could roll down the road all day long like that, I think. So anyhow, do we get the torch out and, you know, bring down the front a little bit? I don't know, I'm kind of thinking about it. Day's still a little, I don't know, we're getting 5 o'clock, I guess. I've checked over everything mechanically. The only thing we need left is that fuel pump, and that won't be here until the morning. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go through the list, just kind of make sure everything's all right, and get the plate on, kind of get the musts done first. Oh, I do have a horn. That might be kind of fun to put on. So, I don't know, I'm gonna clean up a few things, and then we'll regroup. But hey, we got air ride, you know what I mean? She's all pumped up. Heck, she looks good. Happy. And that was on a super budget too. You gotta think, shocks were what, 100 bucks? The switch, the line, all that stuff, we're under $200 for that. And if we really wanted it to come down further, I don't know why we couldn't pull like one of those leaf springs out and really get her to drop. But anyhow, moving on. Yeah, just had a little bite to eat. Just been messing around, really. Got the air cleaner to where it was kind of mounted on there. Just welded a bolt to that top. You know, dumped in some coolant. Thought I would mess with the horn. So, you know, we got our green low rider. That's what old Owen calls it. And if we're going to have a low rider, we got to have a low rider horn. So, got the old La Cuca La Racha horn, which should be sweet. Let's get her, I think we're just going to slap her down here. I'm thinking maybe just get rid of this old washer fluid tank. Just kind of right through here. Got the little air dealer there. Just plugged it into the factory horn. I think that's going to work out just fine. So we'll have to mount that. Mount these bad boys. Well, it was a horn. A cool horn anyways. We had a horn before, but there really isn't much else left, to be honest. The air suspension seems to be holding up just fine. It's been up over, like I say, over supper. I think we're going to get the car seat set in tonight. I think I'll get that fuel pump ripped off tonight. Hopefully tomorrow we just, you know, slip the fuel pump in, warm her up, good to go. Anyways, enough yakking. I'm going to throw this horn on. Yeah, got her all plumbed up. Everything's all mounted, done. I don't really like how the hoses are in the front of the horns, but, you know, is what it is. Let's hear it, Kayla. See you tomorrow. Good morning. Friday. D-Day, I guess. Hopefully kind of an early day, because it sounds like we're planning on leaving early in the morning. So anyways, last night messed around, got the fan shroud. Apparently we made this prior and Kayla said it hit. So I kind of, I don't know, redid her a little bit. hopefully don't hit. That's what I'm saying. But I've been trying to use it on a couple projects and it's already notched out. It was for this, I just kind of forgot. And I got the fuel pump off last night. They got the new one out here this morning. Looks the same to me. So hopefully it works. We're gonna switch over that fitting real quick. Pop that bad boy on, hopefully warm her up. And you know, hopefully we're about done for the day. Oh, and our air stayed up overnight, which is awesome. What do we got? Haven't touched it, and we're still, what, just a hair under 100, so I'd say it held overnight, which is awesome. Means we don't got no leaks or nothing crazy like that. That makes me happy. Anyhow, I'm gonna set you guys up. We'll throw this fuel pump on real quick. And like I say, warm it up, all that good stuff. So let's get rolling. All right, fuel pump's on, hooked up. Let's crank her for a minute, fuel that, it's got a filter in there, so it's gonna have to fill that up and then get up to the carb. So be a minute before it starts, I'm sure. Well, is it just me, guys? Yet again, another manual fuel pump that just doesn't work. I don't know at this point. I'm really, like, is it me? I don't know. I'm gonna go steal the one electric one off a dirt digger because it's the easiest one to get to, and we're gonna put an electric pump on it. I just cannot believe the luck. I've never, all the years wrenching in the mechanic shop, we never had these kind of troubles. It's crazy. I mean, we had troubles, but not like, I'm so scared of a manual fuel pump. Ah. Well, a little dark under here. Forgot a flashlight, of course. Can't remember everything, right? Oh, there we go. It's pretty easy to get to, at least in this one. Not too bad. That's kind of why I chose this one. Still a bummer, though. I cannot believe we're even doing this. This is ridiculous. I thought maybe it was just because the other ones were small block Chevy and this one was, you know, surely it was going to be different. If this fixes it, I'll probably never do another manual fuel pump again. Like, such a waste of time. Oh man. Ooh. Stop it. At least I come somewhat prepared. Got a bolt to plug our line. And unfortunately, old Dirt Digger was a runner. All we had to do was go in there and flip a key or a switch, and she's a runner. Now she won't even start. It's the beginning of the end right there, you know? Gosh darn it. I hate parting out other rigs. But we're under a time crunch. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Come off of there, you son of a gun. Playing hard with me. It's because you just want to splash fuel everywhere is what's going to happen. I know that's what's going to happen. Oh yeah, right there. I'm going to plug you up too. All right, one newly robbed fuel pump, and we're back. I warmed her up. She's nice and warm. Running good. Got the fuel pump kind of, you know, halfway tacked on there and just run that wire up here. We need to run it up with our airline and stuff, but just wanted to make sure this was gonna run and fix the problem. Like I say, warmed her up, got the air bled out of it hopefully. It did have a little bit of a mist to it at first, but I think it was just this junk burning off spark plugs because it cleaned right up. Yeah, need to, like I say, run that wire up. Hey, we got a new GoPro. Surely you guys noticed the camera quality is so much better. You know, your screen's on all weld splattered up because the old one was just terrible weld splattered. If you've seen it in the light, I'm sure you guys are probably wondering what that was. It was weld splatter. Anyways, they're grinding, whatever, you know. We got this new GoPro. My complaint is the batteries are terrible. I'm sorry guys, I'm still getting used to this thing. It's kind of the first episode with it. Like, I gotta pay attention to this thing every hour. My other one, I could let it pretty well run most half day at least, you know, before I had any troubles with it. It would run most of the day though, to be honest. Yeah, not loving that, but anyways, hopefully the quality's better, you know what I mean? I just gotta adjust. But yeah, anyways, we need to run that wire up. I'm gonna let her cool down for a minute, just kind of do its thing. We'll work on getting that wire up here. Other than that, it's running. I think we kind of just need to go out and take her for a little rip and see how it's going. I thought that our coolant gauge was working before. Can't get it to work now. Don't love that, but I guess it's one less thing to worry about, you know? If you can't see what it is, you can't worry about it, right? Because I don't have time to put gauges in it, so we're just gonna leave it as is. It seems to be running really good though. It's obviously not overheating though. I mean, it'd be boiling over and it'd be really unhappy. So anyways, moving on. Hey, I got the fuel pump wire run. Kind of tough for you guys to see that. Kind of buttoned everything up under here, I think. And air cleaner's back on, radiator cap's back on. I think we're going to run her to town. I think. Yeah, I think we'll run her to town. Sorry, just thinking out loud. We'll run her to town and give her a little rinse. See how she does driving on the old open road. Don't need that in there. That's why I don't want to shut right. Anyways, take her to town. Give her a little wash. See how she does on a little trip. And definitely need some gas. So let's do that. forgot a tripod, so you guys didn't get a watch, but it looks good. Running good so far. Let's go home. Yeah, made her back home. Well, she's looking good. Oh, it's nice to get this old girl out, get her drivable again. Everything's looking good, sounding good. I don't think we got any issues under here. Happy with everything. Seems to be running great. Hopefully we have a good time at cruising the coast. If you guys happen to be down there, check us out. First time going. We're excited. I'm excited to have this old girl back out again, like I say. Thanks for watching, you guys. Like, share, subscribe, do all that fun stuff. Hopefully more content to come with this old girl. It's been a fun one. Little head gasket, little air ride. Man, I'm happy we got that going too, because it rides so much better. And it looks good sitting here. Anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. Like, share, subscribe. See you on the next one.